From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's on target and complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Quickly complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on them.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Here comes the heat. Tosses it incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Garrison. Flips it out on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Was for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Garrison. Finds us back in the middle. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I love it. I love it. First down, let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Morton. It's complete on the right side. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking. yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Passing on the field goal try. Ball at the 10, and here they come to go for it on 4th and short. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Garrison. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the 1st half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
This time he's got it. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
To the air, it's Garrison. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now they're going to throw it. Find some fresh air. Crosses the 10. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Mustangs! And that one will give them the lead. You want to keep your offense on the field and wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option. The quarterback would like to...
Touchdown, SMU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He now has 74 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to pass, it's Morton. Gets him to the back. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Plucks it out of the air. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A 1st down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Back to throw, it's Garrison. Finds his man in the middle. They get him down, and and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Mustangs send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They boot it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back to the offense. We'll see if this defense can come up clutch.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Got his man down the middle. Turning it on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garrison. Back open in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Right on the money. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Morton. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. To the air on first down. It's complete. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it, gets to the 27. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to keep it in the air. Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. They're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. show both of these teams put on